What's up guys, Daniel here. I'm going to show you how to play another McNown song. This one is called Love Me Back. It's in standard tuning and involves some picking and strumming. Pretty fun song to play. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, we're going to start off with the intro. It's going to sound like this. And that's actually pretty similar to how we're going to play the verse. So the first chord we're going to use is a G chord. That's going to be 3rd fret low E, 2nd fret A, 3rd fret high E. The rest are going to be open. What we're going to do is pluck the 3rd fret of the low E string. Then you're going to go G, D, B, G, D, B, G, D, G. So. After that, we're going to switch to a C chord. That's 3rd fret A, 2nd fret D, open G, 1st fret B. What we're going to do is pluck an open D string and hammer onto the 2nd fret with our middle finger. Then go G, B. So it's just real quick. So from G to C, a little bit slower. And we're actually going to do that twice. So. And you'll notice when I play it, I keep my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the low E. I don't actually switch to a full-on C chord. That's because we're just using that D, G, and B string. We're not actually using A yet. But you are going to switch to that later. So that's how you play the intro. Next part up is the verse. Now I'm actually going to show you 2 ways to play the verse. The first one is going to be picked, kind of like we did the intro, and the second one is going to be strummed. The picked version sounds like this. Slowing down the time in a dandelion race. Blew a wish into the wind, then you laughed at me. Gave you that smile, and you said, what does that mean? I said, I ain't ever been the kind of find a fool leave. And then you get into the chorus. So the first part of the verse is actually played almost identically to the intro. We're still going to use G and switch to a C and then back to G, but we're not going to switch back to C the second time. So G is the same way. We're going to go E, G, D, B, G, D, B, G, D, G. And then we're going to switch to that C. Again, the hammer onto the 2nd fret of the D string. Open G, 1st fret B. Now we're going to go back to G, but this time we're just going to stay on it instead of switching to C. So what we're going to do is play it the same way. E, G, D, B, G, D, B, G, D. And now we're going to go B, G, D, G. So. That's the only difference. So that first line all together, a little bit slower. And then regular speed. Now in the second line, we're going to start with the C chord, and this time we are going to use the 3rd fret of the A string, so you want to make sure you actually switch to it. We're going to pick this one, A, G, D, B, G, D, G. And now what we're going to do is switch to a D add 4, and all you have to do is take this same shape, move it up 2 frets. We've got 5th fret A, 4th fret D, open G, 3rd fret B. Again, C shape, 2 frets up. And this one we're going to pluck A, G, D, B. And then we're going to switch again. So from C to D add 4. And now what we're going to do is switch to a G chord, and we're going to play it kind of like we did the intro. It's going to go G to C. So the G chord, we're going to go E, G, D, B, G, D, B, G, D, G. And then we're going to pluck a D string, hammer onto the 2nd fret, then go G, B. So now the second line all together, a little bit slower. And speed. And now we're just going to play both of those progressions one more time. So I'll play both lines all together a little bit slower. And then regular speed all together. Slowing down the time in a dandelion breeze. Blew a wish into the wind and you laughed at me. I gave you that smile. You said, what does that mean? I said, I ain't ever been the kind of fun to fool you. And that's how you're going to play the picked version of the verse. Now I'll show you a strum version that's a little bit easier. So the strum version of the verse sounds like this. You don't realize the hand that you hold. Look about on the table and you know that I'd fold. So baby, let it ride, but don't let it all in. 'Cause I'm always gonna be all yours, all in. So we're going to use all the same chords that we did in the picked version. We're just going to strum through them instead. So we're going to start with a G chord and we're going to strum down, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up. Now what we're going to do is switch to a C chord, but I want you to leave the D string open. What we're going to do is strum down and hammer onto the second fret of the D string and then down, up. So it'll be, so from G to C. And then we're going to switch back to G and strum it down, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up. So there's one extra up, down, up in there the second time we play the G. So all together, a little bit slower. The second line, we're going to start out with C, just like we did before, and we're going to strum this one down, down, up, up, down, up. Then we're going to go up 2 frets to that D add 4, down, down, up, and then switch to G and play it just like we did in the first part. Down, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up. So the second line all together a little bit slower. And again, we're just going to play those progressions 2 times for that verse. You don't realize the hand that you hold. Put your bow on the table and you know that I'd fold. So baby, let it ride, but don't let it all in. 'Cause I'm always gonna be all yours, all in. And that's how you're going to play the strum version. Next part up is the chorus, and there's actually a couple ways to play that too. Alright, so the first chorus is going to have a lot of single down strums. The second one is going to have a strumming pattern to it. So we're going to start out with the first version. It sounds like this. Fell a little too hard, just a little too fast. Put my soul in your hands like a penny on the track. Giving you my heart and all the love I have. And I'm just lucky that you love me back. Yeah, I'm just lucky that you love me back. So like I said, we're just doing a lot of single down strums this time around. We're going to start with an E minor, single down strum, fell a little too hard, and when he says just a little, he's going to switch to a C chord, do a single down strum again. Just a little too, and then fast, we're going to switch to G. So, fell a little too hard, just a little too fast. So So you're gonna let those ring out, and then before getting into the next section, you're gonna do 8 down strums on that G chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then you get to the next part. So again, fell a little too hard, just a little too fast. And then you're gonna switch to the next part. So the next line, we're still gonna start on E minor and still single down strums, but you're not gonna let them ring out as long. So we're gonna go E minor, then we're gonna switch to a D suspended second chord, or D5 chord, however you wanna look at it. That's just gonna be open D, 2nd fret G, 3rd fret B, and open high E. And you can do a single down strum on that one too. So E minor, D suspended second, now we're gonna go to G, and then finally land on C, and we're gonna do the same thing we did with that G chord at the end of the first line. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the second line goes, put my soul in your hands like a penny on the track. And now we're just gonna repeat those. I've given you my heart and all the love I have, and I'm just lucky that you love me back. And now the last line, he repeats, yeah, I'm just lucky that you love me back. We're gonna go E minor, single down strum, and then you're gonna go to that D add 4 chord. Again, that's the C shape up 2 frets, and do a single down strum there before getting into the interlude, which is played just like the intro. So, yeah, I'm just lucky that you love me back. So that's how you're gonna play the first chorus. Now during the second chorus, we can actually start strumming all the way through these chords. Same chords, just adding a strumming pattern to it. So first part's gonna start with the E minor again. This time we're gonna strum down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Then we're gonna switch to C, down, down, up, and then go G, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So it's very similar to the way we strum the verse. Fell a little too hard, just a little too fast. The second line, we're going to start with E minor again, but this time we're going to strum down, down, up, then switch to D suspended second, down, down, up, switch to G, down, down, up, and then C, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. I'll play this one a little bit slower because there's a lot of chord switches here. Regular speed. Put my soul in your hands like a penny on the track. And we're just going to repeat those. I've given you my heart and all the love I have, and I'm just lucky that you love me back. Now the last line where he repeats, I'm just lucky that you love me back, we're going to go back to E minor and strum down, down, up, down, up, and then switch to that D add 4 instead of the D suspended second. Down, down, up, and then you're going to go into the bridge, which I'll show you in a second. So the last two lines together. And I'm just lucky that you love me back. Yeah, I'm just lucky that you love me back. And that's where you start the bridge. Now the bridge is going to be really easy because it's just what we were playing in the verse. We're going to go from G to C and then back to G. And we're just going to repeat it 4 times. So G, we're going to go down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Switch to C, go down with the hammer onto the 2nd fret of the D string, down, up, and then switch back to G, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Again, 4 times. So. Try the OOOs. Alright, the last part I want to show you is the outro, and it's just a strummed version of the intro. Again, pretty close to how we were doing the verse. So it's going to sound like this. start out the same way we were doing the bridge and the strum version of the verse. It's going to start with G, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Switch to C, down with the hammer on, down, up, and then you're going to go back to G, and you're just going to repeat that. So it's... So you're going to play that, and then you're going to do it one more time, but when you switch back to G, it's just a single down strum. So again, G, C, back to G is just a single down strum, and you let it ring out. And that's it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that lesson. If you want to check out the tabs, they're available on my website for free. Link is going to be in the description down below. Go and leave a request for a song you would like to learn in the comments. Please put requests somewhere in there so it makes it easier for me to find when I'm searching my comments later. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.